Have you ever felt a powerful, almost magnetic attraction to someone? It might start with the unmistakable signs of sexual tension, butterflies fluttering endlessly in your stomach, your cheeks flushing a deep crimson, and a warmth spreading through your body that feels like you're standing under a blazing sun. But there's a twist. This person you're so irresistibly drawn to is completely out of reach. Maybe it's a work colleague, your professor, or even your best friend, someone who doesn't share the same feelings or isn't available for one reason or another. Or perhaps you're in a committed relationship, or they are, making the situation even more complex. In moments like these, the intensity of sexual tension can feel overwhelming, even distracting, especially if acting on it is out of the question. But how do you keep your composure when your emotions seem to have taken the driver's seat? That's why we've created this video, to help you navigate these feelings with some practical strategies. Sexual tension is a topic that's often whispered about but rarely discussed openly, and we believe it's time to shed some light on it. So let's explore some ways to manage these powerful emotions together. When faced with intense sexual attraction, your first instinct might be to push the feelings away or deny them altogether. However, have you noticed that the harder you try to suppress a thought, the more persistent it becomes? It's like someone telling you, don't think about a pink elephant, and suddenly that's all you can picture. Instead of fighting against these feelings, try a different approach: acceptance. Rooted in mindfulness, acceptance means allowing yourself to acknowledge and sit with your emotions without trying to control or suppress them. Here's how you can practice this. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, I'm feeling this attraction, and that's okay. Remind yourself that feelings are natural and don't require immediate action or judgment. Understand that emotions, no matter how strong, are temporary. By welcoming your feelings rather than resisting them, you reduce the inner struggle. Over time, the intensity of the emotions will naturally fade, giving you space to think and act with clarity. If acceptance feels too challenging in the moment, another effective strategy is to redirect your focus. This taps into a concept called cognitive load theory, which explains that our brains have a limited capacity for processing information, similar to a computer slowing down when too many programs are open. By filling your mind with other tasks or activities, you leave less room for thoughts of attraction to linger. For example, engage in work. Dive into a project that demands your full concentration. Learn something new. Start reading a challenging book or explore an online course. Play games, strategy or puzzle games on your phone can be great distractions that require focus. The key is to choose activities that are mentally engaging. When your brain is preoccupied, it has less capacity to dwell on those distracting thoughts. Another powerful technique is reappraisal, which means changing how you interpret a situation. When sexual tension builds, it's often because you're focusing on a person's physical attractiveness or the chemistry you feel. Reframing involves shifting your perspective to highlight other, non-sexual qualities of the person. For instance, instead of fixating on their looks, think about their intelligence, kindness, or sense of humor. Reflect on their professionalism, leadership skills, or how they handle challenges. This shift in focus can help you see the person in a different light, reducing the intensity of your sexual attraction. Reframing is especially helpful in professional or platonic relationships, where maintaining appropriate boundaries is essential. When emotions run high, it's tempting to let them consume you, but instead of getting stuck in frustration, you can transform that energy into something productive, a concept known as sublimation. First introduced by Freud, sublimation is about redirecting strong desires like sexual tension into creative or constructive outlets. Here are some examples. Exercise. Go for a run, hit the gym, or try a new fitness class. Physical activity not only redirects energy but also releases endorphins, helping you feel better overall. Pursue a hobby, whether it's painting, writing, or cooking. Engaging in a passion project can be a great way to channel your emotions. Focus on personal growth. Use this time to learn a new skill, set career goals, or start a mindfulness practice. By transforming frustration into action, you're not just managing your emotions, you're turning them into opportunities for self-improvement. Sexual tension has a way of pulling your thoughts into a loop, making it hard to focus on the present. This can be especially problematic in settings where acting on those feelings isn't appropriate, like at work or in social situations. Grounding techniques are a practical way to bring your focus back to the present moment. One popular method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, which uses your senses to break the cycle of obsessive thinking. Name 5 things you can see around you. Identify 4 things you can touch. Listen for 3 sounds you can hear. Notice 2 smells in your environment. Focus on 1 thing you can taste. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed by attraction during a meeting, you might focus on the texture of your pen, the hum of an air conditioner, or the scent of your coffee. This exercise shifts your attention away from intrusive thoughts and helps you stay grounded in reality. Managing sexual tension can be tricky, especially when the circumstances make it impossible to act on your feelings. But with these strategies, acceptance, distraction, reframing, sublimation, and grounding, you can navigate these emotions with confidence and grace. It's worth noting that frustration is a normal part of not being able to act on your desires. However, redirecting that energy into personal growth or creative endeavors can turn a challenging situation into a positive one. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. How do you manage feelings of attraction when they're unwanted or inappropriate? Share your tips in the comments if you're comfortable. And remember, we hope you find someone who's available and shares the same spark. Thanks for watching and take care.